Center of the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq pays a royal visit to Al Musuna Air Base of the Royal Air Force of Oman. Assigned by His Majesty the Sultan, His Highness Sayyid Bil Arab bin Haytham patronizes the annual horse race of the Royal Cavalry. His Highness the Deputy Prime Minister for Defense Affairs receives the UAE Ambassador to the Sultanate of Oman. And a new Suwaiq Referral Hospital project is inaugurated at a cost exceeding 75 million Omani Riyals. Good evening and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq, the Supreme Commander, today paid a royal visit to Al Musuna Air Base of the Royal Air Force of Oman, RAFO. Upon the arrival of the Royal Motorcade at Al Musuna Air Base, His Majesty was received by Air Vice Marshal Khamis bin Hamad Al Ghafri, Commander of the Royal Air Force of Oman, in addition to the Commander of Al Musuna Air Base and senior wing and squadron commanders. During the visit, His Majesty the Supreme Commander listened to a briefing about the Royal Air Force of Oman, its advanced military capabilities, modern aerial assets, and its pivotal national role. His Majesty toured the various facilities at Al Musuna Air Base and inspected models of the specialized aerial systems of RAFO. His Majesty the Sultan further toured an exhibition where he was briefed about the latest military hardware and advanced machinery of RAFO, as well as strategic plans to train specialized national personnel in the maintenance and sustainability of aerial military systems. At the conclusion of the visit, a commemorative photo was taken for His Majesty the Supreme Commander with the personnel of Al Musuna Air Base. This royal visit serves as a high mark of appreciation for the Royal Air Force of Oman and its personnel. It coincides with the 67th anniversary of RAFO's establishment. It highlights the continuous modernization and the renewed renaissance which has transformed the RAFO into a modern integrated force. RAFO does not only protect the nation's airspace, but also provides critical logistical support to other military units, security forces, and civilian institutions. The visit underscored the qualitative and quantitative achievements of RAFO that reflect the comprehensive development in the nation. Assigned by His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq, His Highness Sayyid Bil Arab bin Haytham Al Said patronized the annual Royal Cavalry horse race held this year at the Rahba race course in the Wilaya of Barka. The event was organized by the Royal Court Affairs represented by the Royal Cavalry. The race featured 5 rounds dedicated to purebred Arabian horses and was accompanied by a series of equestrian displays presented by riders of the Royal Cavalry alongside musical performances. The program also included the participation of a group of citizens who showcased a selection of traditional Omani arts reflecting Oman's rich equestrian and culture. His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tariq Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for Defense Affairs, received today at his office in Muaskar Al Murtafa His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed bin Maktoum Al Maktoum, Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates to the Sultanate of Oman. His Highness the Deputy Prime Minister for Defense Affairs welcomed His Excellency the Ambassador. During the meeting, they reviewed the brotherly relations between the two countries and ways of strengthening them and discussed a number of issues of mutual interest. The Prospects of Promising Omani Startups ceremony was held under the auspices of His Highness Sayyid Bil Arab bin Haytham Al Said, Honorary President of the Promising Omani Startups Program at the Royal Opera House, Muscat. The ceremony included a review of the most prominent quantitative and qualitative indicators during the period 2023-2025, reflecting the program's impact in transforming innovative ideas into established startups, empowering entrepreneurs, and building companies capable of growth and sustainability. It also highlighted the contribution of startups to diversifying the national economy and enhancing local added value. The ceremony also witnessed the launch of the Promising Omani Startups Program Sustainability Plan, an innovation journey that begins with an idea, building a sustainable economy, marking the program's transition from the phased implementation stage to the stage of institutional sustainability. The ceremony reviewed the role of partnerships between government entities, the private sector, investors, and the components of the entrepreneurship ecosystem, in addition to celebrating the entrepreneurs behind the startups as the cornerstone in transforming ideas into tangible economic achievements. In a significant step towards strengthening health care across the Sultanate of Oman, the Minister of Health today inaugurated a Suwaiq Reference Hospital in North Al Batina Governorate. The opening ceremony was held under the patronage of His Highness Sayyid Hamad bin Thuwaini Al Saeed, in the presence of His Excellency the Minister of Health, along with senior officials and dignitaries and general public. I was present at this event and I have this report. Smiles, relief and a shared sense of pride filled today's ceremony as residents from all walks of life welcomed the opening of a Suwaiq Reference Hospital, a long-awaited healthcare facility now reaching its destination closer to the people's homes and daily lives. Families, youth and elders alike expressed their happiness seeing the new hospital as a tangible investment in health, dignity and a better quality of life.
Today we are witnessing a new chapter for the Ministry of Health, which is the opening of a new Suwaiq Hospital, which is a secondary hospital with specialized services serving North and South Al Batina. Suwaiq Hospital is opening with collateral cooperation with other hospitals of the Ministry of Health. It has 6 main OTs, all advanced high technology radiology department, along with all other health services.
The inauguration marks more than the opening of a medical facility. It reflects a national vision where development is measured by the well-being of society and where investing in people remains at the heart of Oman's progress.
On behalf of Suwaiq citizens, our thanks and appreciation to His Majesties and His governments for this strategic project, which definitely will enhance the healthcare in Suwaiq, and this is one of the output of the Vision 2040, which we will see a lot of inputs coming in the forthcoming years.
Built at a cost exceeding 75 million Omani riyals, the hospital stands as a clear example of Oman's people-first development approach under Oman Vision 2040. By decentralizing healthcare services and easing pressure on Sohar Reference Hospital, the project brings specialized medical care closer to citizens and residents, strengthening health security across the region.
Today marks the official opening of the new Suwaiq Hospital, a major healthcare facility serving over 500,000 people across Wilayat Suwaiq, Al-Khabura and Musana'a. The hospital includes 260 beds, 30 beds in the ER, 9 operating rooms, 2 CT scanners, MRI, mammogram. This project enhances access to specialized care and strengthens emergency services in South Al Batina and North Al Batina.
The emergency department at a newly commissioned Suwaiq Hospital is a state-of-art facility designed to deliver a high-quality emergency and urgent care to the growing population. So the department is equipped with 30 fully functioning emergency beds and is staffed by qualified emergency physicians.
Serving the wilayats of Suwaiq, Al-Musuna and Al-Khabura, the hospital includes 260 inpatient beds with capacity for future expansion. It offers comprehensive services ranging from emergency and intensive care to surgery, women and maternity services, pediatrics, diagnostic, imaging, dialysis and cardiac care, meeting the needs of both young and adult patients under one advanced modern facility. The Shura Council today hosted His Excellency Dr. Hamad bin Saeed Ba'wain, Minister of Labour, during the Council's 7th session of the 3rd ordinary sitting of its 10th term. The session was attended by His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal Al-Ma'wali, Chairman of the Shura Council, along with the members and the Secretary General of the Council. More detail coming up in this report.
تناقصت عمليات إنهاء الخدمات بسبب أيضا تحسن الظروف الاقتصادية.
The Shura Council today hosted Dr. Mahad bin Said Ba'win, Minister of Labor. During the session, the Minister of Labor outlined the ministry's key plans and detailed its achievements under integrated programs designed to develop the labor market, expand employment opportunities, and align workforce supply with demand. His Excellency highlighted that the ministry has doubled financial support for private sector job placement programs from 15 million Oman Riyals to 100 million Oman Riyals. The National Wage Support Initiative, he added, has allocated 15,000 positions for new labor market entrants, providing a subsidy starting from 200 Oman Riyals per month for 2 years, with employers covering the remaining agreed wage. The employment contract must last at least as long as the government support period. He stated that 8,273 individuals have benefited from employment initiatives such as Saham, 2,000 contracts, and 1 million hours, with 95 public and private entities also benefited from these initiatives. Additionally, compliance with the Ijada performance measurement system in government units improved by 87% in the second half of 2025 compared to the first half of the year. The minister added that more than 200,000 job opportunities have been created for new job seekers from 2021 through October of last year, including 68,033 positions in the public sector, 81,114 in the private sector, and 50,925 training-linked placements across both sectors. Job rotation placements in the private sector totaled 161,938 during the same period. His Excellency noted that approximately 27,229 individuals benefited from the job security system between 2020 and 2024, of whom 10,387 have since re-entered the workforce. He added that the ministry has announced over 200,000 job vacancies since 2021 through October 2025, aimed particularly at those whose previous employment has ended.
His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, met today in Cairo with His Excellency Dr. Badr Abdul Ati, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Egyptian Expatriates of the Arab Republic of Egypt, as part of regular consultations and continuous coordination between the two countries. The ministers discussed ways to enhance bilateral relations, develop economic and investments cooperation, and exchanged views on regional issues of mutual interest. The two sides affirmed their shared vision for strengthening security and stability in the region through adherence to international law and the use of peaceful solutions. They reiterated their support for the Palestinian people's right to an independent state and the lifting of the blockade on Gaza. They also reaffirmed support for the Yemeni dialogue in Riyadh to reach a comprehensive settlement for the southern issue, as well as efforts in Sudan to stop escalation, protect civilians, and facilitate humanitarian aid. The meeting concluded with both ministers emphasizing the strong fraternal relations between Oman and Egypt and their commitment to continue coordination and constructive cooperation in ways that serve the country's interest and promote regional security and stability. His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, received a phone call from His Excellency Ivan Gil Pinto, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. During the call, the two ministers discussed the latest developments in Venezuela, emphasizing the importance of respecting international law and adhering to dialogue and diplomacy to preserve the sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity of nations. The Venezuelan minister expressed his country's appreciation for the Sultanate of Oman's steadfast positions and its call for ensuring security and peace in Venezuela and peaceful coexistence among nations. For his part, His Excellency the Foreign Minister expressed his appreciation for the level of existing bilateral relations and welcomed Venezuela's intention to open a resident embassy in Muscat, as this will have a positive impact in the context of strengthening areas of cooperation and supporting trade opportunities and economic partnership between the two countries and the two friendly peoples. His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Nasser al-Harrasi, Minister of Information, affirmed the royal kindness of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq for all that serves the interest of the nation and its citizens, and his care across the various governorates of the Sultanate of Oman. His Excellency stated during an interview on the Shabab Youth Morning program on Radio Sultanate of Oman that the indicators and achievements realized in the Sultanate of Oman over the past 6 years reflect this high-level care and attention and confirm a tangible improvement in a number of areas. He noted that Oman is now entering the 7th year of its renewed renaissance with confidence, balance, and a clear vision that places people at the heart of development. He further emphasized that His Majesty's directive during the Council of Ministers meeting to study and diagnose behavioral patterns within society and to work on establishing clear policies and mechanisms reflect a civilized and visionary leadership. This leadership is deeply concerned with all aspects of this good land and aims to protect youth from potential negative influences that may affect their current capabilities and future. He added that His Majesty the Sultan points out areas of risk while at the same time drawing attention to the positive potential of social media platforms and artificial intelligence technologies. His Excellency added that modern media has radically changed the world and that this change is not negative overall. Rather, when used properly, these tools can be highly beneficial. He also affirmed that Omani media is witnessing significant progress and development in terms of its media message content and approach, as well as in the preparation of a new generation of media professionals. Watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and yet to come in our news bulletin. As part of celebrations marking the 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations between the Sultanate of Oman and People's Republic of Bangladesh, the General Staff of Sultan's Armed Forces organizes the Omani-Bangladeshi military parade in Muscat. Once again, welcome to the Sultanate of Oman television. Oman Tel Academy today has launched the second edition of the National Skills Development Program to build on achievements in the digital economy sector locally in the Sultanate of Oman. The ceremony was held under the auspices of Engineer Umar bin Hamdan Al Ismaili, Chief Executive Officer of the Telecommunications Regulatory Authority.
To build a generation capable of contributing to the future of digital economy in the Sultanate of Oman and the region, Oman Tel Academy launched the second edition of the National Development Program. This initiative is a strategic step that supports the objectives of Oman Vision 2040 and empowers national talents in the fields of technology and digital transformation.
The National Development Program version 2 has been launched successfully today by Omantel. The program depends on a deep study of the market needs, certificates required to create jobs in technology domains for Omantel, for the subsidiaries of Omantel, and the companies that works and provide services also for Omantel.
The program aims to train 1,200 Omani graduates of bachelor's degrees in technical disciplines, providing 500 job opportunities through an educational journey that combines both theoretical and practical aspects under the supervision of a group of global and local experts.
We are empowering them in 4 different aspects: AI, cybersecurity, data analysis, and any other aspects related to AI. Previously, we have done more than 17 workshops for 1,200 participants, and we have certified more than 890 candidates.
Today I have shared my knowledge and experience throughout this program, and I recommend anyone to just keep learning. The tools are there, but it just start with us, with a curiosity, effort, and willingness to learn from every opportunity.
Participants in the program will receive internationally recognized certificates from leading global technology companies, enabling them to join the workforce with high-level skills that contribute to supporting the local digital economy and enhancing the level of its competitiveness.
Thank you, Afra and Namani, for presenting that report. As part of celebrations marking the 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations between the Sultanate of Oman and People's Republic of Bangladesh, the General Staff of Sultan's Armed Forces, in cooperation with Bangladesh's side, organized the Omani-Bangladeshi Military Parade in Muscat. The ceremony featured a number of musical performances that presented the harmonious blend of heritage melodies and authentic ancient traditions, reflecting the deep cultural ties between the Sultanate of Oman and People's Republic of Bangladesh. The Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry organized a forum for private schools to discuss the role of private education in supporting national development and Oman Vision 2040. The event was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Khamis Al Busaidi and the Secretary of the Ministry of Education for Education. Here is a report on that.
As the education sector continues to evolve, private schools are playing a more influential role. This was the focus of a forum organized by the Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which brought together Ministry of Education officials, private school owners, and sector leaders to discuss the future of private education in the Sultanate of Oman.
Private schools considered as a strategic partner for the government education. This forum is one of the most important forums for us because, and it is important for us as Ministry of Education before the private schools investors, because it is willing for the improvement, the development of private school sectors.
3 specialized working papers were presented addressing the economic and financial value of private schools, recent regulatory developments in the sector, and the impact of educational leadership on learning outcomes.
I do believe that the educational leadership plays a big role in the learning progress and the learning outcome in the schools, especially in the private school. And it plays this big role in different aspects. It plays in professional development, and it plays in the students' improvements, and a lot of many aspects that I will be talking about it in my paper today.
By participating in such forum, we aim actually to contribute our strategically to the development of Omani talent in line with the Oman Vision 2040. I believe that, or we believe that, the education is a long-term investment, And the private sector, it is more than just investment because it is a vital pillar for the supporting the national system.
The forum concluded with an expanded panel discussion that examined regulatory and operational challenges, investment opportunities, early childhood education, and digital transformation. The discussions wrapped up with a clear emphasis on the future of private education based on quality, partnership, and long-term sustainability. Reporting from Muscat, this is Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi.
Thank you, Saleh. There, the University of Technology and Applied Sciences celebrated their graduation of 675 students from its branches in Sohar and Shiraz. The university affirms its commitment to providing an integrated academic and practical learning environment, one that develops student skills, nurtures research talents, and promotes a culture of entrepreneurship and innovation. Graduates expressed their pride and happiness at completing this important academic milestone, describing the moment as the beginning of a new professional journey. The graduation ceremony was held under the patronage of His Highness Sayyid Khalifa bin Al-Julanda Al Said. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq pays a royal visit to Al Musuna Air Base of the Royal Air Force of Oman. Assigned by His Majesty the Sultan, His Highness Sayyid Bil Arab bin Haytham patronizes the annual horse race of the Royal Cavalry. His Highness the Deputy Prime Minister for Defense Affairs receives the United Arab Emirates Ambassador to the Sultanate of Oman. And new Suwaiq Referral Hospital project is inaugurated at a cost exceeding 75 million Omani riyals. And with that, we come to an end of tonight's news bulletin. From the entire news team and myself, we thank you for joining us. We wish you a pleasant evening and good night.